Hey guys, and welcome back to Anzo. Thank you so much for the recent support. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and all the comments. I really love interacting with each and one of you guys that watches Anzo's videos, my videos. So thank you for watching this one. Today is going to be an interesting topic. Lately, the Yankees have been having reports out there saying that the shortstop market is too expensive. Everyone's asking for over $300 million, and I don't think the Yankees are going to make a move. They're thinking that they already have Volpe and Peraza in their minor league system right now, and they might just wait, and they might just need a guy for a couple of years. Someone that's not too big of a contract, but someone that's going to do the job while the two minor leaguers, whoever's going to get that job, most likely Volpe, we just need a couple of years, or at least a year more. The Yankees are going to need a stopgap player. Someone that's going to come in there for just a couple of years, do a decent enough job until Volpe or Peraza, they're ready to come up. So in this video, you're going to find out the top 4 choices I believe the Yankees have. And if I was the GM, if I was the owner, this is the route I would go. And I would get one of these guys. And probably number 1 will probably most likely surprise you. It's someone that I kind of did more research on. And I was like, no one's really talking about this guy. He's a sleeper. So stay tuned all the way till the end so you can find out who exactly is top 1 and the rest of the 4. So thank you for watching as always. Make sure to hit that like button if I earn it by the end of this video. And don't forget to subscribe as always. We're about to hit that 50 subscriber mark. And so I would love to hit that 50 subscriber mark just so that I can reach more Yankee fans and we can have an awesome little community that grows. And not only that, in the comments, it's going to be awesome to have so many Yankee fans down there. So make sure to like and subscribe if I earn it. If you appreciate this video, if you like it, if you like my content, make sure to check out the rest of the videos as I'm coming out with daily videos. So stay tuned for all that, and let's get into this video. Coming in at number 4, Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien played for the Toronto Blue Jays. He came off of a giant year, a crazy year, where he hit 45 home runs. He had an average of 265, 102 RBIs, and 15 stolen bases. Marcus Semien is 31 years old, and he's a really good option if the Yankees want a guy that they can move around. Keep in mind, Marcus Semien originally is a shortstop, but he played second base for the Toronto Blue Jays this past season. So that means that he's pretty versatile. He can also play third base, and the Yankees can shift him over once Volpe is ready to come on up. So they can have someone that's versatile, and they can move him around the field. And I think he's a really good option. He's going to come at a price, though. He's going to probably ask for 5 years, $150 million. We're talking about $30 million a year on the higher end, I feel like. He could, on the lower end, ask for $22 million a year, maybe a 5-year, $110 million contract. So it is still a good amount, and it's because he had an amazing year last year. So if you want a really solid guy that you know is going to smash, like literally once he signs, then number 4 is for you. Marcus would be a great option, and I wouldn't be mad if the Yankees were to get him and then slide him over to third base later on once Volpe is ready and proves himself. The next one, number 3, is Trevor Story. Trevor Story, I actually made a video about him. You should check it out. I'm going to see if I can put it up here so you guys can watch it. If you did watch it, then you understand some of these numbers here. Trevor Story last year, he hit 251, his batting average, and he had 24 home runs. He had 75 RBIs and 20 stolen bases. And he's a guy that I actually like. I mean, he's a good option. He's athletic, which is what the Yankees are looking for. Not only that, but he's a solid player. I think he would make an impact immediately, but you would need to really negotiate in that contract because he's probably going to ask for a lot of years. But since he kind of had a down year, he only hit 251. His career average is around 270, 280. I think you can probably make a deal with him and kind of do like a Marcus Semien deal. When Marcus Semien was signing a 1-year contract with the Toronto Blue Jays, and just kind of do his tryout. You sign him to a 1-year, a 2-year, like that second year is a player option, and you say, okay, Trevor Story, we're going to give you a good amount of money. We'll give you, let's say, $25-30 million for 1 year and prove yourself. And then next year, when the free agent class is kind of low and teams are looking for a solid shortstop, he's going to be the number one shortstop there. And he can get a larger contract. I mean, he's only 29 years old. He would be 30 next season. So I think it would be a solid deal. And if you want to give him some security, then give him that second year with the player option of $25 or $30 million. And another thing about Trevor Story is the fact that when he's playing on the road, he's only batting .243 as his batting average. And at home in Colorado, where the balls just fly, basically .305. So it could be something to look at there. But again, DJ LeMahieu came on by. No problem. He did great. So Trevor Story, I put him at number 3. I wouldn't be mad, again, if the Yankees went ahead and got this guy. Number 2 on the list is Andrelton Simmons. He's a shortstop from... What team does he play? I mean, does anyone really know what team he plays for? I mean, I think I think he played for the Twins. Yeah, actually, he played. That's how kind of low on the radar this guy is. He's a good defensive player. Let's put it at that. These numbers I'm about to read to you aren't that good. So he had a batting average of .223, 3 home runs, 31 RBIs. The good thing, again, is his defensive WAR was 2.3. And this guy is top 4 in the league every year for the past 8 seasons when it comes to defense. 3 out of the 8 seasons, he was number 1 in the league for defense. So this guy, he's really good at defense. That's basically it. No one really knows where he plays. I mean, at least I really don't know, even after all the research. This guy would be a decent stopgap. And the reason why I say it is because he can play defense. He's going to get it done. And the offense, if you just don't want to look at it kind of how the Yankees are looking at the catcher position, like if they don't end up going with power because there's not a lot of hitting catchers and they end up just going with the defense first, then at least we know there's not going to be errors like Gleyber Torres did throughout this whole past season, costing games, costing runs, costing extra innings to happen. And so Simmons could be a really decent guy when it comes to defense. Hitting, maybe the new hitting coach can work on that with him. But, I mean, the guy, he's not that fast. He's just good at defense. So sign him for 1 year. If you want to sign him for 2 years, but you don't give him a lot. Maybe you give him, let's say, $12 million for a 2-year contract. It could be good. Maybe a 1-year contract at $12 million. I mean, I think the Twins even just wanted to drop him. So if the Yankees want to go cheap, then this would be the route to go. And a lot of people are thinking the Yankees might go this route and just end up getting him, and then hopefully Volpe comes up quicker than we expect, and he saves us. Because if we don't get a huge free agent shortstop, I could see this being a real reality right here. So Simmons could be a Yankee. He's 32 years old. Again, defense is the only thing he's good at. So I don't know how I feel about him, but it could happen. So I'm kind of trying to justify in my head if this is a good deal if we do get him. I don't know, guys. I mean, let me know in the comments below if you think this guy even deserves to be on this list. But I put him as number 2 because he has a real chance to actually be the Yankees shortstop, at least for a year or two. And coming in at number 1, Chris Taylor. If you guys follow baseball, which I assume you kind of do, besides the Yankees, you know Chris Taylor. He's a guy that's played for the Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers, and he's a utility guy. He's been really, really clutch for the Dodgers. He's been a really solid guy. He's like the DJ LeMahieu of Los Angeles, of the Dodgers. So I think this guy is a real sleeper right here. When I was doing my research on all the shortstops out there, this guy really stuck out. He's played basically every position, kind of like a DJ LeMahieu, literally. He's played every position, and he has a lot of postseason experience where, I don't know if you guys seen my other videos, but you know that I really favor people that have postseason experience because the Yankees are always in the postseason. So why not have some veterans there that know how to deal with that pressure, that crowd, all of that. And compared to the Yankees, the Dodgers are just the Yankees of the West Coast. So what other bigger stage could you get if you're not on the Yankees? So he's about 31 years old. Let's go into his numbers a little bit. He had 254. He had 20 home runs, 73 RBIs, and 13 stolen bases. And he has, in his career, 217 game starts at shortstop with a fielding percentage of .960. And again, he's an all-around position player. He can play outfield, infield, and he can do it all. So this guy in the playoffs, he has a career of 259 batting average, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs, 14 playoff series in total. And what I would give Chris Taylor would be somewhere around maybe a 4-year, $40 million contract, something around that. Or it could be a 5-year. It could be a 5-year, $40 million contract. I mean, really whatever we can get. You know, if we can give him maybe a $10 to $13 million contract, I think that's reasonable. And I think it's something that he could accept. And being the Yankees shortstop for the next year or two, and we sign him for 4 or 5 years, have him be like another DJ LeMahieu, and have him rotate throughout the field once we have Volpe up, I think that really works. I think the DJ LeMahieu deal, even though he got injured, it's a smart move because the Yankees always get injured. And ironically, the guy that we need to not get injured, our utility guy, gets injured. But Chris Taylor would be another utility guy that we can move throughout the field. And he would be pretty affordable. I feel like really affordable, someone that we can really get for cheap. And I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Chris Taylor. For me, I would take Chris Taylor. I would say, Chris Taylor, let's take him. If we're not going to get Marcus Semien, if we're not going to get Trevor Story, I would definitely take Chris Taylor over Simmons. So if this is the best we can do with a big free agent, then let's do it. I say, hey, sign Chris Taylor up. If we can't get Marcus Semien, if we can't get Trevor Story, obviously no Carlos Correa, then let's get Chris Taylor. Let's do it. And then if we can't get Chris Taylor, hey, let's get Simmons. All right, forget it. We're going to need someone that at least is good defensively. So Chris Taylor is my choice, I would say. Guys, let me know. Have you guys heard of Chris Taylor? Do you think he's a good option? Have you seen him play before? Do you think he would fit really well in that Yankee clubhouse? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me if this is your top 4, or if you have another wild card out there that you really think the Yankees could go for now that they're saying they're not going to go after these top free agents. That's why I had those guys that kind of like the top free agents last, because if they're not going after them, I think this would be more of their option. So thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Anzo, and make sure to hit that like button if you like this video, if I gave you some value today, and stay tuned for more and more Yankees news here on this channel, and make sure to subscribe. We're going to hit that 50 subscriber mark, and I can't wait to talk to you guys in the comments below. So stay tuned for a video tomorrow, and stay tuned and make sure to watch all my other videos in the past somewhere here on the screen right now. So make sure to watch that, and as always, take care.